What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything you need to know about and what's happening here in our country on a daily basis. We got some major stuff going on here right now. We have some new footage from the attack that happened at Nancy Pelosi's home, where the attacker, David DePape, broke into their home. We have the footage showing him break into the home, where he broke into the home. You'll get to see that, and the attack on the husband, Paul Pelosi, 82 years old. So we'll give you the details of that and much more in this video. So let's jump right in. And also, thanks so much for liking this video. It really helps out our YouTube channel. Here we go. Yeah, so we got footage here from a couple different places. This comes from the court releasing the body camera footage and 911 call from Paul Pelosi attack. Both sides didn't want this release as this is still an ongoing trial. And they felt that Paul Pelosi, that the attacker, David DePape, would not have a fair trial in this, and nonetheless it has been released. This has been released here. You can also see here that the Paul Pelosi attacker suspect, David DePape, says he was motivated by politics, telling police that Democrats had been persecuting Trump. Yeah, that's right here. Yeah, David DePape, he was charged with attacking Paul Pelosi, told police that he was motivated by the hatred of Democrats that he had. David DePape echoed former President Donald Trump, claiming that the 2020 election was stolen, saying, quote, "They are criminals," he said of the Democratic Party leaders. In a much longer version of the interview with police after the attack. So that was one of the rhetorics that was kind of came out here is that, it wasn't politically motivated. You guys can let me know your thoughts on this. Here is some of the footage here that I can show you. This is a slimmed down version here. There's much longer versions. There's the interview versions, and it's a much longer version here, but this is kind of some of the highlights, including the footage of him breaking into the back door of Nancy Pelosi's and Paul Pelosi's home. So take a look at this and let me know your thoughts here.
Now to another case of long-awaited video evidence just out. Video of the attack on Paul Pelosi, the husband of former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. It happened at the couple's home in San Francisco. We have to warn you, the video is disturbing. Here's Gotti Schwartz.
Hi. Drop the hammer.
It was a sudden attack captured on police body cam. Tonight, the video showing the moment Paul Pelosi, husband of former Speaker Nancy Pelosi, was knocked unconscious, struck in the head with a hammer inside his home.
What's going on, man?
Everything's good.
Hi. Drop the hammer.
Nope.
Hey. What is going on right
I'm
now?
not getting an answer on call.
Bro,
According to newly released case evidence, the chain of events started around 2 a.m. October 28th. Security video shows the then 42-year-old David DePape break into the Pelosi home. Minutes later, Paul Pelosi calls 911 with DePape in earshot. Cryptically trying to communicate, the intruder was looking for his wife, the Speaker of the House, without antagonizing DePape.
He thinks everything's good. I've got a problem, but he thinks everything's good.
Okay. Call us back if you change your mind.
No. This gentleman just came into the house, and he wants to wait here for my wife to come home.
Do you know who the person is?
No, I don't know who he is. He has this. He's telling me not to. He's telling me not to do anything. He's telling me to put the phone down and just do what he says.
18 seconds.
Okay.
Shortly after, Pelosi tells the dispatcher DePape wants him to get the hell off the phone and is disconnected. Moments later, two officers arrive for a welfare check to find DePape and Pelosi both holding a hammer, Pelosi also holding a glass. Pelosi rushed to the hospital with a skull fracture, while DePape told investigators he broke in to interrogate Nancy Pelosi.
So, I guess, what was your intention to go there
to make her change her ways?
Well, I was going to basically hold her hostage, and I was going to talk to her and basically film her what I do.
And hold her hostage and do what?
And talk to her. And if she told the truth, I'd let her go scot-free.
Right.
If she lied, that was going to break me down.
The release comes after a petition by a coalition of press organizations, including NBC News, was granted by a judge over the objections of both prosecution and defense. Today on Capitol Hill, Nancy Pelosi reacting to the release.
I have absolutely no intention of seeing the deadly assault on my husband's life.
As her husband continues to recover from the attack.
Gadi Schwartz joining me now. And Gadi, now that the evidence has been made public, what's next in the case?
Well, DePape is facing both federal and state charges, including attempted murder, kidnapping, and elder abuse. He has pleaded not guilty, but today his public defender is doubling down on their opposition to the public release of all this evidence, saying it could feed unfounded theories about this case.
One of the key parts I want to show you here is when he breaks into the back door here. Remember, there was a lot of people that said, including former President Donald Trump here, as I'll rewind here again, that the glass was on the outside and that a lot of people with conspiracy theories were saying, oh, that the intruder came from the inside because there was glass on the outside. And I remember saying, well, to me, at least, it was just common sense that if you break a glass window from the outside, there's going to be glass on the inside and the outside. And you can actually just see him actually with the hammer at first breaking it and then kind of going in there from the outside of the patio. So I think this kind of debunks a lot of the conspiracy theories that, oh, the attacker came in from the inside. And, oh, what were they doing? Clearly, that was a conspiracy theory that is proven wrong, and just a wrong rhetoric there. Yeah, so obviously a serious thing. Paul Pelosi, an 82-year-old man who they broke into his home in the middle of the night, hit him with a hammer, and he had skull fractures, and they're saying that for him to even get a full recovery, he had to have skull fracture surgery. It's going to be a long time. So let me know your thoughts on this. The attacker, David DePape, came in from the outside, used the hammer, kicked the window in, went in from the outside. The guy was able to get away and use the phone call. The police officer or the dispatcher almost hung up on him and said, okay, we'll call us back if you need help. And he's like, no. Because obviously he was trying to get him to come there without getting the guy, basically he's trying to just say, hey, come on over here. I need your help without, because clearly the guy was like watching or something, clearly he was able to say, oh yeah, come on over here. I need a little bit of help. Yeah. So you guys can let me know your thoughts here in the comments on that. But clearly it's a brutal situation. Yeah. Next up, House Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to be former President Donald Trump's 2024 vice presidential pick, according to new reports. You can see the picture here. Former President Donald Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene at previous rallies here, as they've been seen together at multiple different rallies, as they've both taken a pretty good likeness to each other. And it's very apparent that Trump and Mike Pence will not be running together, or pretty apparent that they will not be running together here again. And according to several insiders, Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to be the next vice presidential pick for Trump, who is the current front runner for the Republican Party. And according to a new poll that just came out a few days ago, Trump is actually leading current President Joe Biden. In a hypothetical 2024 matchup, if the election were to take place today, by 3 percentage points. So right now, Trump, based on the newest polling, is actually taking the lead here in the newest polls. So you guys can let me know your thoughts here on that. Also, the armed forces got one of the bad guys here. You can see here, Defense and National Security, U.S. forces got a major ISIS leader here. So believe it or not, they're still going after them all the time, apparently. Here's what happened. Yeah, U.S. forces stormed a mountain complex in northern Somalia and took down a key member of the foreign terrorist group ISIS. That's right. Yeah, a few nights ago on Wednesday night, American troops got a key ISIS leader, took him down, who helped grow the organization in Afghanistan and Iraq, and also took down 10 other members of the foreign terrorist group, and there were no U.S. casualties, which is pretty remarkable here to do that. They got Bilal al-Sudani in a mountainous cave complex in northern Somalia, leaves the U.S. and allies what they call, quote, safer and more secure, said by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. And they said, quote, and it reflects our steadfast commitment to protecting Americans from the threat of terrorism at home and abroad. The president signed off on the operation after asking questions about risks to U.S. troops and civilians after a recommendation from Austin and General Mark Milley, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts here in the comments, and I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. If you haven't yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on new videos that come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to hit the bell icon after you subscribe so you don't miss out on new videos. And also thanks for hitting the like button for us and sharing these videos. Here's some videos you can watch next. Here is some great news for Social Security and Medicare. Click that video if you haven't seen it yet. Or here is a video about new $2,000 checks going out here as well. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.